Colter, congratulations. You're a national champion. What goes into becoming a national champion from your perspective since you won it?
Just years of practicing. I'd like to give a shout out to Roy Kern and Gary Hall from the 4-H, and my parents, my brother, and most of all my grandpa, who's been there and helped me, and he's won some championships as well. So I'd like to give a big thanks to those guys for all this opportunity that led up to this.
Absolutely. Talk a little bit about the disciplines, because there's 3 different techniques. Am I describing that maybe the best way? It's 3 different positions, techniques. Talk a little bit about what goes into each of those disciplines and maybe how you have to kind of train for it.
Oh, well, prone, well, you get to use a sling for prone and kneeling, but you can't use it in standing. But I tried to not drink any caffeine or pop before, so it didn't give me any shakes while I'm shooting. So but I know it's a lot of focus when you have to be in the zone pretty much the whole time for an hour when you're doing it. And when I'm in prone, I just try to get that crosshair just it's going to move, but I just want to keep it around in the 10 and just squeeze it off, and it'll be 9 or 10 each time. But in standing, I'd like to just take a break after each shot and take a breath and focus, and then just settle myself down on my target. But the kneeling, it's pretty much just like standing. I like to take breaks and stuff. Describe
prone. What exactly are you doing? Is that on your when you're laying on the ground?
Yeah, when you're on the ground.
Okay, all right. Just double checking there. So, you put up identical scores in the qualifying round and the finals. That's pretty consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk a little bit about what goes into that, and has that been your high score before?
No, earlier in Big Piney, like in the junior high rodeos in the spring, I shot a 327.
Oh wow!
And the first day, I shot a 316, and I didn't know how far I was ahead of the second place person going into the short round, and I didn't want to know because I don't want to get all nervous and stuff, and the nerves get to me. So I wanted the mindset that I'm going to go in there and give me a 327 or above. And I guess I got a 316 and came out on top.
Yeah.
So,
you end up winning by 5 points.
Yep, I did.
Is that close? A decent amount?
Yeah, that's pretty good, but he had to make up only 1 point, so I guess I gained, 6 points on him?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not too bad.
Okay. Describe the venue you were shooting out down there in Lebanon. Lebanon, for folks, if you're not familiar with Lebanon, Tennessee, about an hour east of Nashville. Describe the venue and what you guys have to compete in.
Oh, a lot of humidity, the heat. What got me was the humidity. Like when I was shooting, sweat was going down on my face and getting into my eyes and stuff. But luckily I had a towel so I could wipe off my face and my stock so I could not be slipping. But yeah, it was hot.
Does the humidity affect not just yourself shooting, but does it affect your ammunition, your rifle, and everything?
Yeah, the altitude can also affect that, and the heat from the sun. I'd like to I have a shooting glove in that towel, so I'd like to lay my towel on the bullets so it would keep them cool. And then after I was done each position, I put the towel over the barrel so that wouldn't get too hot as well.
Okay, okay. You're a national champion. How does that register in your mind?
Amazing. When I first found out, well, in standing, I had 1 shot that was out of the black, which was I think a 5 or a 6, and I was walking my horse, to give her exercise that night, and then my dad got a text from someone, and he said, "Well, Colter, you know that 1 shot that was out of the black?" And he sounded all serious, like something bad was happening. He said, "It didn't hurt you," and then that's when I found out, and that's when I knew I was a national champion. But I thought that was pretty cool.
Now that was last Saturday, or actually about a little over a week ago, actually, from when we're filming this. So has it sunk in?
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of gone away, but now I just got to move on and then, get ready for next year.
Now I got to ask you, you're a national champ. Your brother's finished pretty high. Who's got the bragging rights now?
I guess I do now, but he's a good shooter too. So we're going to go to Gillette here pretty soon for him.
Yeah.
So that should be good.
Yeah. So. National High School Finals Rodeo coming up in July in Gillette. Talk about, you were a busy young man in Tennessee because you were competing in 3 rodeo events in addition. So how did that take your mind off of it at the same time?
Yeah, after I got shooting, that one day, I had to start focusing on my other events I was going to do the next day. And when we shot, Tuesday was the first round, and then Wednesday was a short go. And the first round of the rodeo events was Sunday through Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday night started the second go round. So I had to get my mind set on my other events that I was going to do.
So you feel that helped you out, kind of just focus each event, didn't have to worry about just one thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Talk about how, I know you didn't quite maybe perform up to your standards, but how do you feel the rodeo events went for you?
I think tie-down could have a little bit better. I had good expectations for me going into tie-down. I've been working really hard at home, but I guess stuff happens and it didn't work out as I planned. But ribbon roping, I missed my first calf, but me and my partner Hayden Thompson in the second go round went in there and got a 13, so that was pretty good. But shoe dogging, it went great, I think. I'm pretty proud of myself. I was 13th in the world in that, and I'd like to thank Scott Butcher and Kane Butcher and the Butcher family for helping me out. I started last year with that, so I'd like to thank them.
Seems like you in the shoot dogging had different arena circumstances, because I saw the one video your mom sent me where it was muddy.
Yeah, it was clay and muddy, and well, I thought it was funny. Like my first two go rounds, the first round and the second go round, it was muddy, and I didn't slip. But in the short go, they took the top of the mud off, and I slipped on that, and so I got a 5 there, 5 seconds. So, but yeah, it was a little muddy.
Now higher aspirations, kind of moving forward. Now that you've experienced this all.
Yeah, it's going to help me in the future. I think knowing like in that arena and the surroundings around that, I think it's going to help me in the future not get so nervous and stuff.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you. Yeah, congratulations. That's a big honor for a young man here.